Perplexement, it's a word.
I'll just go. I'll just start.
I'll
just go.
Your propensity.
What we 10:38 in the morning at the Hit the Bid headquarters, and I spent 3 or 4 days trying to figure out how I was going to start this video, but I'll get right to the point, I guess. I thought the market was going to be going up when I left the house this morning, with the NASDAQ futures up 30, Dow futures up something over 100. Spare something. But I come in and lo and behold, everything is red except the stocks that are not red. LinkedIn, Apple, and Google. What happened? But we have to address what we witnessed, okay, while I went away. Now, I know there's 4 of you out there over the course of the last...
welcome back from vacation, by the way.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. Look at me. I'm all clean and brightly colored. Didn't alright, so we had that Wednesday episode, right? Now, over the last couple of years, we've gone through maybe 2,000, 3,000, maybe 5,000. Some of the videos have reached 45,000 views, 10,000. But let's say collectively there's like 3,000 or 4,000 of us have watched those videos. I think there's maybe a handful of you that really know what's going on and that actually do pay attention. That being said, as they say on the street, you do realize that when I do go away on vacation, we have the propensity. Can I bring that word in now?
Propensity.
There is... These aren't coincidences anymore. This is what I've been trying to do. Now, always remember, the videos that we make here, and this diatribe of diarrhea coming out of my mouth right now, mean nothing, okay? The people that know what's going on are the people that hang out in my selective chat rooms, that have followed me on the Twitter, on the stock twits, the Facebook. You can't judge anything by these videos. Oh, there he goes again! But when he makes a good call in the video, he says you should have been paying attention. There he goes with his double talking bullshit. You see, when I make a call in the video, I say specifically, this is a call that you need to be paying attention to. I grab the camera and I get all close and I lay it out there so you can't possibly misunderstand what I'm saying. See? See, we get all close and intimate with you to try to make our point. And then sometimes I say, well, you should have been in the chat room. And I could just blame it all that you weren't paying attention closely enough. And what I'm talking about right now is, well, first of all, you did witness what the market did over the last 5 or 6 days since I was away, right?
What happened?
You can't make this stuff up.
What happened?
But you didn't tell us what direction it was going to go into. You didn't tell us. You didn't tell us the market was going to fall apart.
What happened?
But what I did say is that we would have a monumental move. So what you need to translate it into, and maybe I'm just throwing it out there, I'm assuming that you guys know. If I'm saying there's going to be a 10% move in the market and I'm not going to tell you what direction is, what are you supposed to do at this point? You're supposed to go ding, 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 straddle. So you want to go straddling. And if you were negative biased, then you should have been going absolutely mind-blowingly short while I was away, assuming that something detrimental was going to happen. And of course, we had that tremendous sell-off. The Dow was down 5 days in a row. The NASDAQ was down, I don't know, 85 on Wednesday. But let's talk about the Akamai numbers. And I know one guy wants me to address this. You better talk about your horrible call on Akamai. Your terrible, disgusting whack call. Whack. I'm glad you used the word whack because I like that word. That call was whack. Now let me explain to you what the Akamai call was, and I'm going over 4 minutes. And I didn't want to make a long video today because I was gonna break a succession of videos throughout the day, but I'm gonna get it all out right here. The Akamai call, right? If you were paying attention, I don't know what I said. I'm not gonna go looking in through the videos because it's has-been news. And the one thing I hate about Wall Street more than anything, and I know I got a guy out there, he loves to do this. All he talks about is good calls. You see that? You see that XLFT? Oh, it's up 30% since I told you. And then the next thing you know, that company goes down 80% on some scandal. And you say to him, hey, what happened to the XLFT? Oh, I sold it that day. Sure you did. Sure you did, because you're never wrong. You never get it wrong. It's that broker that tells you, well, I would have got out on that first move up. Or would you? You need to express that. You could say that you're buying something, but you need to express when you're getting out. If you're actually leading us into something that you're advising us to do, you got to give us the ins and the outs. Now, here's where the Akamai comes into play. What was I saying? Okay, I think I might have said in the video, I'm going to hold the common shares to the day of the earnings report. And as we've learned, never hold stock going into earnings reports unless you're completely 100% hedged and or you're just using options. Never hold a common stock. You can't afford this kind of situation. Maybe if 100 shares. But normally, you don't want to go into these earnings reports with that stock out there, right? So, I was telling people I'm going to be selling the stock. We were buying it at 30. We bought some more at 29.5. We bought some more at 29. So then when we got back up to 30.5, boom, we were out. You would have only known that if you were participating in the chat room. Now, what's this chat room you're talking about? You're always talking about a chat room. It's probably make-believe. Okay. We're gonna express all points of anger today. So, now here's the thing. I probably said in the video that I am positively biased on the Akamai, which I was. And now going back to the point that I don't talk about the negative things that go in my career. Now, if you haven't been catching on, everything I talk about is negative. I'm a pessimist that nothing's gone right for me for 15 years in the stock market. I make money one day and then I spend the next 40 days giving that money back. That's what I do. That's all I do. That's all I ever talk about. Is all
what he does.
That's all he does.
That's all he does.
I'm the freaking Terminator of the stock market. That's what he does.
That's all he does.
To not express that. But okay, so now here's one of those situations like, oh, now he's gonna try to make this story into how he didn't blow this call. Now, on the surface, it may look like that, people. It may look like that. Because I was positively tweaking my position in Akamai. Now, I did sell the common stock before the earnings report came out. There was no way I was holding common stock. But what I did was, and if you were paying attention to the chairman, and if I could gather some people from the outside here at the Hit the Bid headquarters where the real action is happening, what I suggested was this was going to be the turning point of Akamai. Either turning point up to blow all expectations away for all the people that are calling for the demise of Akamai, or this was going to be the quarter where the realizations of the bears all come true and the stock was going to get hammered. And what you do...
I got hammered.
What do you do? And if you do...
And if you do...
If you do anticipate a 10% move in a stock, what do you do? Ding, ding, ding. Straddle. I'm going to bring in a big fat straddle dildo.
Straddle.
I'm going to just wave it in front of the camera. This will be the straddle dildo.
Straddle.
If you don't know at this point. So,
Straddle.
considering, yes, I was positively based because obviously in theory we can make a lot more money with the stock going up because the unrealized gains are, what do they call, limitless. And the downside, of course, is only zero.
Maybe we'll do a video with
So-
Camel.
So I was positively to the... I bought more calls than puts. That's the basis of the scenario. So if you were involved in the chat room, and if you really want to get to know what I'm doing, send me an email, people. And this is going out... Okay, so let me just talk about what we did. So we bought the $30 calls on the way up. So we were actually in a profit, even before the numbers came out. We could have taken something off the table, but we didn't. I'm not going to say I did that. I'm not going to say I just traded it positively. But then we also bought, once the stock started going above 30, that was our boom moment to buy the $30 puts also. So for every... So I had 20 calls and I had 15 puts. So of course I was sort of hoping for a bigger up move, but the down move was fantastic enough where we actually were able to net a profit in the straddle. Yes. Yes, dare I do say it. What a situation where you thought I might have taken a beat down, I managed to make a little bit of money on it. Not a lot, because I'm away on vacation, didn't really want to do any trading. And of course the internet was this intermittent, awful internet connection I had.
That's a better name for the internet.
And now this is just going out to the one guy that called me a sellout. You know what? a sellout is always shown in this bad connotation. I take it as a band that you like, that you used to go see with your buddies, and there'd be like 13 people in the audience, and you're listening to them. Next thing you know, they get popular. There's 100 people in the audience. You're like, wow, and you're feeling good about yourself because you discovered that band. You're feeling hip, cool. You tell more people about this band. Next thing you know, they're playing like mini venues with 2,000 people. Again, still feeling really good about yourself, that you're still this collective group of people. Then, lo and behold, the band becomes fucking huge. Huge. Now you're a little fish in a massive pond. Nobody cares that you discovered this band. Nobody cares. And there are people that are saying, and then there's your friends that are saying, this band is sold out. Sold out. Is that a bad thing? Don't you want your band to succeed?
What does that even mean?
Do you want to just make sure your band only comes to your house and plays your son's bar mitzvah? Is that what you want to do?
Well,
You don't want them to aspire to greatness? This is the band that you discovered, that you told your friends about. What do you want them to do?
You want Krell to come to your house? He'll come to your house.
Five-
That's what it takes.
$5,000, I'll come to your house. I'll teach you all about what I do. $5,000, I'll fly out there. We'll have drinks. We'll party. 9 days of me. You'll hate me after like 4 days, but I'll teach you what it really is to be what it really is to be a real trader.
Oh, I don't think he has anything to offer. Nothing to offer at all.
So,
That is where the propensity
But-
for perplexment
but
comes.
here's the next propensity to perplexment. To be a sellout, I need to be selling something, no?
How long you been talking? Like 15 minutes?
I ain't selling shit right now. I ain't selling shit. What I'm doing, people, is I've spent 15 years trying to find people that I trust. And lo and behold, it's all come together. After the T3 debacle, now I've got a broker dealership that I have a nice relationship with. And I have an educational service that for you guys that want to learn the business and become traders, that I trust these guys that give a decent education so then you could graduate to the master that is Crow and hit the bid. Is it a sellout for me trying to help you get your foot in the door of this industry? Is it a sellout that I've spent my whole entire life trying to find this opportunity for you people, and then I'm just talking about this opportunity that I could bring to you here?
Yeah.
Is it a sellout that I'm making it sound like a sales pitch? But you know what? You got to cut me some slack here, people. But I don't even want you to cut me any slack. Call me a sellout, because you know what? I want to be a sellout. If having a successful business, you know, Bill Gates, that software is pretty good, but I think you should keep that software to yourself, because you're a fucking sellout. Keep that software to yourself. Just use it on your home computer. Don't let anybody know about that, because you don't want to be a sellout now.
Bill Gates and Jefferson Crow to the sellout lounge, please.
Yes,
Bill Gates
thank
and
you.
Jefferson Crow to the sellout lounge.
I will take my ticket to the sellout lounge, people, because if that's what you want to call me, for me helping you, and I'm the biggest sellout in the world. So get your straddle dildo out and stick it up my ass and call it a fucking sellout day. Wow. Woo!